Good morning, good afternoon, and good later afternoon, wherever you are around the world. Big welcome to our second Saturday of the month, which is one of my favorite topics also. We're talking today about the 333. I like to call it the Peak, Pre-Qualify, and Packages today. My name is Peter No. I'm a Senior Presidential Director here with Lifewave. If we have not seen each other, if we have not met each other, we will definitely see each other very soon. But today's training, if you are a brand new guest here, just brand new, maybe for the first time or second time, or maybe this is your very first month, okay, in this industry or in our gym, in our community, please raise your hand. Let us all see you. All right, Sandra, Galaxy, we might got a few page here, families here, okay. We just want to tell you big congratulations as a community to be here. As you're going to hang out with us, okay? As you're going to work out with us, just know that this is a constantly evolving, growing gym, okay? And the reason why I use the gym analogy, if you have been training with us already for the last couple of years, just know the fitness industry, okay, the whole gym industry is almost the same as the network marketing industry. Why do I use these comparisons? Okay, I'm going to go over very deep analogies today because I have a full hour to have with each one of you. So I'm going to use it all today, okay? But the reason why is because there is psychology and behaviors attached to it. So when I say behaviors, okay, everyone, behaviors are what? Behaviors, just things that you have to do, right? But are there good behaviors? Yes. Are there also bad behaviors? Okay, so I'm gonna say this just to kick off this call today, okay? And I want you to have that in your mind because there is no right, there is no wrong. There is just duplication, whatever duplicates. And we all know that you're here to duplicate yourself, correct? If you don't understand that today, I will make sure you understand that you are here to duplicate. Duplicate what? Duplicate behaviors, not duplicate your character, your values, who you are. Frida is Frida, Kathy's Kathy, Diane is Diane, Sandra is Sandra, Heidi's Heidi. We're all individuals, okay? You're coming on here to learn what? Skills. Skills to become what? A better communicator, a better, a better connector, okay? A better entrepreneur. And how do you do that? You gotta be around people that are gonna teach you certain skills. So write this down, okay? And whenever, I had to learn a lot of patience when I heard this word, but bad habits are hard to break. New habits are hard to make. Bad habits are hard to break. New habits are hard to make. So every time when you listen, and that is, I got that from my brother, okay? You're gonna meet him, Eric, okay? He is a bodybuilder.
Peter, where'd you go? I can't hear anything.
I think we lost Peter. He'll jump back on.
Okay.
All right, Jan, go.
Nope.
You can do it.
I'm Peter, but I'm not the right Peter.
But here he
Okay,
is.
sorry.
Oh, there he is.
Technology stuff. So You're gonna meet my brother Eric. He's been in the gym as a bodybuilder for decades, okay? When I learned his language, when I learned the behaviors of what it takes to go into the gym, you have to be very patient. We're dealing with human behavior, right? So bad habits are hard to break, new habits are hard to make. Are you recognizing some of your bad habits that you have? Heidi's like, yeah. Sherry's like, yeah. So we all have bad habits, right? Now, when you recognize those bad habits, what are you doing? What compels you to change those bad habits? What compels you inside? Diane, I think Diane wants to answer that one. Go ahead, Diane.
Well, you're never going to get the results you want.
Exactly. So if in your mind you want something, Diane, and you know in your behavior you're doing something the totally opposite of what to get there, is that called insanity?
Of course.
That's called insanity, everyone. So who here is crazy? We're not crazy, right? Some of us are, some of us might not recognize, but so the reason why I'm starting this call off like this, I just want everyone to understand network marketing is not difficult to learn. Let me repeat that again. Network marketing is not difficult to learn. We are all doing network marketing, meaning that we are all net. We're networking. What is it called to network? Networking in simple terms to me is making friends. Who here knows how to make friends? I hope everybody does. Kimberly, do you know how to make friends? Of course you do, right? Okay, good. I see you all, okay? I have a big screen. So now, just because now you've been introduced to a new industry, you've been introduced to a different way of how to earn income, all of a sudden, somehow people think that you might have to be and talk and think differently. Is that true? Have you ever thought about something like that, right? All of a sudden that you're joining this industry and you don't even know how to act or know what to say to your friends anymore. Why? Because somehow you have this agenda or you have this thing in your mind that you want to share something or sell something or introduce something to people, right? Yes, we do, but there's still a way on how to do that. So the reason why when Marcy and I came into this, into Lifewave, when we really saw how simple it was, that we could not believe that how amazing and how simple this technology works, right? We saw how simple the company was in terms of, you know, who David Schmidt is, the compensation plan. But what we did not see back then, when Marcy and I started, we started in September of 2019. We started before the COVID, okay? When was the COVID lockdown? It was locked down in March. So 6 months later, we've created this whole online system. 6 months later, we really developed back then what it was called the 331. Remember that, everyone? The 331, right? We did not have the ask, the share, and the give. We evolved. We evolved into a system like today. So today, I really want to go into so in depth with you why you have to do the 333, why you have to learn how to peak better, why you have to learn how to pre-qualify better. Because if you do that, you're going to learn skill sets that will make you stand out, that will make you a better communicator, that will make you a better networker. Now, let me ask everyone a very serious question. Would you like to become better? Does everybody want to become better? Or would you like to be the same as every 99.9% of the network marketing industry? You don't. What does the 99% of the network marketing industry do? They push information. They try to convince you that why my product is better than theirs. 99% of the industry is not listening to your problems. If I don't know your problem, how can I be the solution to your problem? If I cannot ask you questions, what your problems are, how can I listen and be your solution to your issues? If I don't have the tools to communicate with you outside of me, then how can we build a trust factor? Does that make sense, everyone? This is the problem in network marketing. And let me ask everyone, who here has been in network marketing and who can relate to those problems? Okay, how many of you have seen people, even leaders, supposedly leaders that have thousands of followers? How many of you have you seen them jump from one company to another company, to another company, to another company?
What, Dad?
Nothing, babe, I got you, okay? So, how many of you seen leaders jump from one company to another company, to another company, to another company? Why do they do that? There's some things that we cannot control, meaning if a company goes down, you can't control that. If there's a product line or a product phase that phases out, you can't control that. But what can you control as an entrepreneur or as a network marketer or as a leader? You can control your skill sets. You can control what you like to duplicate. You can control what messaging, what you want your teams to learn. And why do people follow you? Why are people following you? You have to provide value. You have to provide a skills. So everyone write this down again, and I always say this. Network marketing is a self-development journey. It is a growth journey with a compensation plan wrapped around it. If you have not been growing, if you've been with us for 90 days, 6 months, 9 months, a year, and you still have not developed a team, or if you still have not identified a business partner or a workout buddy, if you still are not breaking your bad habits and creating new habits, what does that tell us? That you might not be coachable. Is that true? You might, and I'm gonna hit it on the head today, okay? I'm a very direct person, as you can tell. I don't like to sugarcoat things, okay? Because if I sugarcoat something, then I might be another leader in another company that is just gonna drag you along and you will never get your aha moment. I'm here to bust your bubble. I'm here to really teach you something that you can take with you, because I wish 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, that someone came into my life and would bust Peter No's bubble. I had to learn all this the hard way myself. I had to go through a lot of heartaches, a lot of challenges, a lot of energy, a lot of relationships. I did not have a mentor. I did not have a leader to really show me and guide me through this process. I had to learn it through going through the motion. But does everybody here have an extra 5 years to go through motions? That can everybody here go and burn through your whole database and doing it the wrong way? You only get really one chance sometimes to approach the right person. And what if you don't have the right skill sets to guide them? So does that make sense, everyone? So if you're gonna learn something, just take the time. Now, are there other leaders in the industry and even in Lifewave teaching you, hey, go, 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 hoorah, rah, go recruit, 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 just go buy packages. Don't worry about it. If they buy it and the other person buys it, then you will become an SPD overnight. Have you heard of that lingo before? Does that resonate with you? No, it doesn't. If it doesn't touch your heart, if it doesn't resonate with your frequency, why not? Because you know that is not human behavior. Okay? We're not building this business because we're greedy. We're not building this business because of your self-fulfillment. You're not building this business because of yourself, because you just want to make money yourself. I want everyone to understand. You're building your business to duplicate yourself. So if you're a good person, are you going to duplicate a good person? Yes. And that takes time. That takes relationships. Now, I'm going to give you a last analogy before we go dive deep into this. Now, you can be hoorah rah. Now, if, let's just say Malcolm, he just joined us and he's so excited, okay? And he just doesn't learn this right here. And he just goes and talks to everyone. Hey, have you heard about this? This is the greatest, latest technology here. You can retire from this. You can make a tons load of money. You can become a millionaire. Da, 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 da. There are tons of people succeeding in this business because everybody loves this technology. And then he teaches this to one person. He went talk to 30 people. And out of the 30 people, 2 people joined him. And then those 2 people do the same thing. And then they go talk to another 30 people. And then another 2 people join them. But then what happens after a month or 2? They're not duplicating. They're getting no results. They wasted all that money and all those patches. And then the worst thing that happens is then they blame themselves for not growing and not succeeding, and they don't understand why. How many of us can relate to that? Because that happens all the time. So Marcy and I wanted to make sure coming into this program, we will teach you skills. We have the most organic growth in the whole industry because I know why. Because we never talk about money. We never talk about income claims. We never talk about things that will posture you. I just want to get down to the nitty gritty and teach you 2 things that you have to absolutely learn now. And this does not apply to Lifewave. It applies to everything that you do. It applies to talking to your children. It applies to picking your favorite restaurant. It applies to you picking your dentist, your hairstylist, your buying clothes, whatever you want to do. Okay? And the 2 words we're going to talk about, the most important thing is 333. Okay? And Peak and Prequalify. 333, Peak and Prequalify. Okay? Now, let's get down to the first 3. What is the first 3 mean? The first 3 is, are you talking to 3 people a day? Are you smiling at 3 people a day? Are you sending 3 people a day gratitude text a day? Are you seeing someone for breakfast, lunch, and dinner today? Do you have a job? Are you saying hi to your 3 coworkers today? Why am I regurgitating the number 3? Because I want you to program yourself now. What if you get paid to change 3 people's lives? Who are those 3 people? What if you get paid to impact 3 people's lives today? Who are they? Now, the 3 people that I like to talk to every day, and I'm going to give you some pointers here. Who are the 3 people that you know that lack energy, that don't have sleep? Who are the 3 people in your life that are successful? Who are the 3 people in your life that you know need help? Who are the 3 people in your life that you know that you want to help? Does that make sense? I hope that helps you kind of build your database. I want you to start being consciously aware. Who are the 3 people in your life on your phone? And these are the 3 people. And now, once you get that down, can you imagine if you do this business 3 days a week? So you take 3 times 3. How much is that? 9. So I want you to think about the compounding effect. Peter, why are you telling me just to talk to 3? Because it's this. If I tell you to talk to 10 people a day and 20 people a day, and if you, who here is brand new here? And if you just literally go through your database and you talk to all 10 and 20 the wrong way, right away, without learning through that process, what did you just do? You burned through your database. You have no way to go back to them. Does that make sense, everyone? We want you to go, like if I was brand new in the dating scene and I messed up on asking 3 women on a date, right? So I have to find out, what did I say and what did I not say for them to go out with me? Oh my God, Peter, you're too short. Okay, check mark, next. Oh, Peter, I don't like coffee. Check mark, we ain't going to coffee. What should I have done? I should have asked her to go to juice, Jamba Juice or something, right? You understand where I'm getting at, everyone? You gotta now go back and understand the basics, the simpleness, okay? Who is on your database? Now, once you've identified your 3, you're going to have to learn how to pique those 3 people's interest. Okay, now let's get down to the word pique. P-I-Q-U-E. I'm piquing your interest, everyone. And you're going to hear this over and over and over again, right? What is the difference between piquing someone's interest and convincing them to hear what you got? Easy. Piquing is asking questions. So, Jan Rand, Jan, unmute yourself, Jan, really quick.
Okay.
Hey, Jan, you know, long time no see, Jan. I haven't seen you in a while. I love to catch up with you. I know we used to work together. I'm not gonna get to breaking the ice, okay? Hey, but Jan, check this out. I found this new tire store down the street. I haven't talked to you for years, but are you interested in tires?
Not at the moment, but when I need tires, I'll call you back.
Okay, thank you. Everyone, did I pique Jan's interest right there? Was
Not really.
tires even in her language?
Mm-mm.
No, but where did I meet Jan? I met Jan in my old network marketing company. So Jan, let's do this again. Hey Jan, I just saw your name on my phone. I know it's been years now. Are you still in the health industry some way, somehow?
I've been in the health and wellness industry my whole adult life.
I know. Oh my God, Jan, because I saw you on Facebook. I got involved. I got involved with the stem cell technology. It's amazing. What have you heard about stem cells?
That it's super expensive, it's injections. I don't even know that you can do it in the United States, and it doesn't always work. That's about all I really know.
Have you heard of people getting stem cell injections?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I know
have
it's
you-
expensive and it doesn't work.
expensive. Yeah. Okay, time out, everyone. Did you see a very simple conversation right there? I just asked her, Jan, long time no see. Are you still in the health world? Are you still in the networking world? Are you still in whatever world, right? Jan, I finally found a technology in stem cells. What have you heard about it? If she answers me, what is she doing? Jan, what did you do when you answered me that question?
I was interested in what you were talking about.
If you weren't interested, what would you have said?
Not much. Why do you ask?
Exactly. Did everybody get that? Even if she said not much, why do you ask? Hey, Jan, I finally found this technology in stem cells. What have you heard and what do you know about stem cells?
Not much. Why?
Hey, there's a way that you can regenerate and repair yourself. Is that something that might interest you naturally?
Yeah, I would need more information, but yeah, I'm open to hearing about it.
Okay, so now everyone, look at this. Jan didn't even care. She's like, why? Why? What did I do? I just kept on stucking around with what? The peak. Does that make sense, everyone? I am not getting out of the peaking lane. I don't want anyone to get out of I just want you to keep on asking questions. Hey, Jan, now this is the second peak, everyone. Hey, Jan, you know that stem cells are expensive, right? You know you got to get injections. Hey, Jan, look at this. I finally found this. Look at technology. What if I can turn on your own stem cells, your own natural stem cells that you have in your body for less than a cup of coffee a day so you can repair and regenerate yourself? Look at this, Jan.
Looks like a Band-Aid.
I know. It's crazy. I just found it. I can't believe there's a technology like this out there. Is this something that might interest you?
Is that stem cells in that patch?
Oh, no. Literally, it uses a technology, it's called light technology, that we can turn on your own stem cells using your own body's light. But I won't tell you, okay, Jan? Is this something that might interest you? Would you like to learn more about this?
Yeah, because I don't understand anything you really said, but I'd be happy to learn about it.
Okay, time out, everyone. Did I tell Jan what this was? No. Repeat. Let me repeat this again, everyone. Did I just tell Jan exactly what photobiomodulation is, what light technology is, what my testimonial is, how it works, using your body's frequencies, turning on peptides? Did I say anything yet, everyone? No. Why did I not say anything yet, everyone? Why? Jan, why did I not?
You're still trying to pique my interest.
Exactly. I am still piquing your interest to a point where I want you to, I'm asking you now a question. Hey, Jan, what if there's a technology out there that can turn on your own stem cells? I just want to hear a yes and a no. Would you like more information?
Yeah, because I don't really understand, why is that important to me? Why is turning my stem cells important?
Exactly. Now, everybody, why did I not explain how this works directly to Jan? Why did I not share this? I'm going to ask Sherry McGregor, unmute yourself. I'm going to start, and Jan, stay unmuted. I'm going to play role play with both of you. Sherry, why did I not ask Jan? Why did I not explain this to him exactly how it works?
It's easier to hit the button in the app and send them a video.
And what is the psychology for that?
Because I will confuse them, lose them, turn them off, or they'll just go, blah, 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 blah. That's all they're hearing is blah, 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 blah. And I've lost them.
That is the number one reason. And the number two reason is called duplication.
Thank you.
Duplication. Now you're going to go transfer you're going to transition from the peak to the pre-qualifier. And for her to be pre-qualified, for Jan to be pre-qualified, I have to duplicate a tool, which is what? The website. So Jan, if this resonates with you, you want more information, this is the pre-qualifier, everyone, okay? Are you ready? If I send her the video, right, Sherry? And
Yes.
and she wants it. If you want this, I'm gonna send you this. After you watch this, you call me back. So this is how this is gonna sound like. Okay, everyone? Hey, Jan.
Yeah.
Can I send you this information? Can you go to this website where you can learn everything about how this technology works, why it works, and how it's going to help you. And before we go there too, Jan, what has been going on in your health right now? What are some of the challenges that you're seeing in your health today?
Well, I'm pretty healthy. I do have this weird foot thing, where the blood pools in my foot and it swells up, and there's really nothing they can do medically. So I've got this big fat swollen foot and I have a lot of lower back pain.
Sounds like you have a lot of inflammation all over your body. And let me do this. Uh, in this community, they have literally an infomercial where they have 2 new testimonials every night, people sharing. I'm gonna find you I will find you a testimonial, maybe on your backache, and if I can find something on your foot, if I send it to you, would you give me 30 minutes to watch that?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna send you a website, and after you review those 2 information, would you call me back if it resonates with you?
Yes.
So, time out, everyone. What did I just do, Jan? How did I just pre-qualify you?
Well, you asked me what was going on with me and you're offering me information. So you pre-qualified me with my issues.
Why did I ask you those questions this directly?
So you know what to send me?
Exactly. Everyone, the moment I ask Jan if she wants information, I send her a website. The moment she sees or hears a website, what is going on in her mind? Wow, Peter is not throwing up on me like any other network marketer. Number one. Number two, when she goes to the website, and everyone get ready, we're going to update the Now site very soon. It's going to look hot and sexy, okay? So once you go to that website, Jan, and you see the information yourself, I want Jan to get her aha moment without me spoiling it for her. Does everybody understand what that means? I want Jan to go to the website, and I want her to see, oh my God, Peter didn't tell me how this works. Peter didn't say how great this is. Peter didn't make up all these testimonials. And then when I send her a recording of our testimonial patching podcast, and she goes on there and she sees 200 to 300 people, and she physically hears someone that has the same issues as Jan does. What is going on in Jan's mind right there? Jan, what would you be thinking now if you're watching a testimonial on your foot, on your back, and what is going on in your mind if you would have saw that for the very first time?
I would want to try it.
Thank you. Now, did I sell you to try it?
No, but okay, I'm good. Can I be the devil's advocate for a minute?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm pretty open-minded and I look at everything, but there's a lot of people that will give you all the right answers and say, yeah, I'll look at it, but then they don't. What do you do about that? The people
Again,
that
what
will
did I
let you
say?
to death.
So what did I tell you? Now, this goes to the next number 3, which is called the follow-up or the pre-qualifier, right? So once you pique 3 people's interest, and now this is what the question you're asking. What if they don't watch it? How
Right.
many of us are now understanding from the peak to the follow-up or the pre-qualifier? Now you're in the pre-qualification stage, Jan. And that's why I ask you, hey, Jan, what are some of the challenges that you're going through right now? Hey, Peter, I have backache, I have a swollen foot. Hey, Jan, what if I can share with you some testimonials on exactly on those issues? What time or when would you be available to watch those 2 links I sent you?
I can watch them today.
Can I touch base with you tomorrow morning if you watch it today?
Sure.
Now, Jan, did that help you follow up or pre-qualify to know exactly if they're going to watch it or not? And what if I call you tomorrow? Hey, Jan, what's up? How did you like the information I sent you? Now pretend you didn't watch it.
Oh, I got busy. I didn't have a chance to look at it.
How many of us follow up with people and then you know that they didn't watch it or not? Okay, good. Everybody. Now this is how I report. Hey, Jan, how important is it for you to heal or help your back?
I never really thought about it. You know, I'm kind of used to the pain.
What if I told you, again, I finally found a technology, Jan. What if I told you possibly this little patch can help you with your back and your foot?
I'll try it.
Okay, but before you try it, I have to have you watch those videos so you can see how this technology works. And I want you to hear this outside of me.
All right, I promise I'll watch it today.
Okay, and if you don't, then it's okay too. I mean, it's your body, it's your foot, right? I'm just here to call you to help you.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'll take a look at it today. Thanks, Peter.
Okay, so if Jan was one of my 3 that I have to follow up with, now I have another date with her. Now, if Jan doesn't watch it tomorrow, what happens next, everyone?
Next.
Next, I still don't care. Why? Because I did my behaviors. I still peaked the same way. I still asked her the same pre-qualification questions. I'm still in the same lane. I did not do this. I did not collapse and bend in and say, Jan, you're not watching it. I'm going to send you patches. Did I do that?
Nope.
No. If you don't clean your room, I'm not going to give you this candy. If you don't watch the video of the Louis Vuitton purse, you don't get to buy the Louis Vuitton purse. If you don't get to watch this cooking show on how to make this chocolate chip cookie, you don't get to eat it. Am I cruel? Yes.
No.
No, I'm not, right? Jan. So the reason why we have to do this, everyone, the reason why I don't want you to get out of the first and the second phase, and the next 3 is this. The first 3 is peak. The second 3 is follow up. The third 3 is what? Get 3 people on the patching podcast. If you're doing this all the time, meaning that if you know that you have to go work out in the gym and you know today is leg day, you're still going to do the leg day every same day of the week, correct? That is the process. You're going to do it over and over and over and over again. Why? Because you have to get through this skill. You're going to have to remember, wherever your prospects are listening and watching you, they are watching you what you're doing. So Kimberly, if you're saying too much, if you're showing too much, if you're convincing too much for them, if you're not listening to their problems, if you don't know the product and you don't know how to guide them to their solutions, and if you spoil their fun by not letting them figure out that this is the solution for themselves, will they ever see the value? No. And why do people do the things they do? Because of value. If they feel like you're giving them value, they will open up the door to do whatever you want. If they feel like you're being sold or being pushed or being convinced like every other network marketer, then they're just going to treat you the exact same way. Does that make sense, everyone? Now, this is a skill set. This is the tool. Now, Kimberly, if I invite you to the podcast, okay, Kimberly Frank, good to see you on here, okay? So if I invite you to a podcast, you can unmute yourself if you can.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi.
So have you been on our patching podcast yet?
Yes,
Okay, so you're brand new with us, right, Kimberly?
yes.
Okay, so everyone, I'm coaching Kimberly after this call too, okay? Just to let you know. So Kimberly, when Eric invited you to that podcast, what was the first thing that captured you? What was the first thing that you saw that you liked or didn't like? Whatever. Give us your feedback on that.
What I like, I was fascinated right at the get-go. I was just enthralled with the technology. So I've been in the health and fitness and wellness for many years. So I've suffered with chronic back issues. And so yeah, just listening to that and then the testimonials. I mean, I've been glued to these podcast. I can't get enough of it. I just can't wait to share it because, like I said, listening to the technology, to David Schmidt and these different doctors, just fascinated. Yeah.
So now, when you saw that, did it feel a little different if Eric and I would have told you how great this was, how wonderful it is?
Right. Yes.
Before you even, if we would have reversed roles and we would have done the opposite, meaning I would have said, Kimberly, you're going to be so blown away. All your issues are going to be helped. This is how it works. Are you going to regurgitate that information, or is the podcast doctors and the testimonials? Which one would capture you more?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
this one, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, the moment we did that to you, that was your very first exposure to the podcast. Now, remember your first kiss, everyone? I don't think everybody remembers their first kiss, right? Kimberly, remember how memorable that is, right? I don't want to spoil it for you. I want everyone, because if I invited Kimberly, if I invited 10 of your friends to the podcast and all 10 of them feel the same way that you do, and then they like what they saw and they like the way that you introduced it to them, don't you think that what if you have a better chance at recruiting or duplicating from the get-go? Or would you like to reverse that and do it harder, do it the old way, and then later, what if they didn't like that way and then you lost them? What if you just lost them? How many of us have lost people? Yeah, Debbie's like raising 2 hands, right? We cannot afford to lose relationships. Do you know how many, Kimberly, do you know how many doctors joined us because they saw those podcasts first? Because you and I can never, ever talk to a doctor the way that a real testimonial is, right? So I'm hammering this in with everyone. The better you get at, thank you, Kimberly, the better you get at inviting people to the podcast, the better you get at pre-qualifying them, asking questions. What is going on with you? Once they see, like when I send Kimberly a text of the podcast and she goes, oh my God, Peter, you guys actually have a tool to get, how did you get these testimonials? You got to have a system. So if I'm going to be excited about something, I'm going to be excited about the system. Does that make sense? The system will duplicate you, okay? Now, we almost spent 40 minutes on this topic, and this is what we talk about all the time. But unfortunately, we still have people that are in the gym that are not understanding this. And remember, bad habits are hard to break, good habits are hard to make. So you're going to have to go through this. If you have any challenges today, if you are finding out that you're recruiting, you're enrolling people, but they're not sticking, if you're enrolling people and they're not duplicating, if you're enrolling people and they're not going to the gym with you, can you go back every little step and try to reverse engineer what you're not doing, what you're not listening, and then reverse engineer and practice that on your next 3 people the right way? Okay, so Jenny, there's a question. What if somebody wants to know the price before they get on the podcast, right? How many people have been asked the price before? Easy. I'm gonna take now the next 10 minutes to help you rebuttal on the 333 Peak, pre-qualify, and packages. If you do the Peak right and the pre-qualify right, the packages are as simple as just taking order. I won't go into the packages, okay? That's easy to teach. So Jenny, before someone gets on a podcast, hey Jenny, how much is this, right? How did they ask you? What did they ask?
They wanted to know how much it cost as soon as I said, would you be willing to watch the 1 minute and 3 minute video?
So then I would do this. The moment they ask that, did you sell the value of how much real stem cells are and the procedure before they ask that question?
I didn't want to word vomit. I just wanted them to watch the 1 minute, 3 minute, and I'd get back to them to see if it resonated with them.
But you didn't word vomit by peaking because you didn't pique their interest in.
Well, they saw the wound peaking post I made on Facebook, and
Okay.
that's, so they got a hold of me and said, will this help my scar?
Okay, so let's role play this, okay? Because a lot of people are in your ish challenge, okay? Same scenario. You posted a poster. They peaked, that poster piqued their interest. They connected with you. They asked you, will this help your scars, correct? What did you say exactly to answer that question?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then what was your next question?
Would you be willing to watch the 1 minute, 3 minute video?
You pre-qualified them before peaking them even more.
Okay.
Anybody get that? She went straight into the video, but she still did not know what that person knew about stem cells. Right, Jenny?
Well, I did say, have you heard of stem cells? And they're like, kind of.
Okay, now you ask them, what have you heard about stem cells? Then what did they reply?
I don't remember. Can I go look?
Okay, now again, the reason why I'm asking these questions, everybody, this is the most aha moment for each one of you. If you can't get past this peak stage, you still do not get the system. Does that make sense? So Jenny, I would really go back. I would have said, yes, it would help scars. What do you know about stem cells, sir? Oh, I know that it does this, or you have to get injected. Yes, the reason why you have scars, the reason why you have this is because after a certain age, your stem cells does not produce anymore. So have you heard of stem cell injections? Yes. Do you know how much they are? And you're not throwing up on someone by asking questions, okay? Let me be clear. That is not a vomit. A vomit is when you're trying to posture or sell benefits before you know what they are, what they know and what they want. I'm just getting into the peak. I want to peak you by asking you, I want to know what you know, and I want to know, do you want to know what you want to know? Because if you don't, then I don't know how to answer your question. So if he knows that some stem cells are expensive, Jenny, if he knows you got to go to procedures, and then he asks you, hey, how much are these, Jenny? Oh, easy. It's less than a cup of coffee a day. It's less than 5%, 1% of your stem cell shot. Now you see how good it is to rebuttal once you know what they know, because it's an impact to them. They got it at that moment. Does that make sense? And then they're more compelled to watch the website, and they're more compelled to watch the testimonial podcast, and then they're more compelled to call you back because they saw the value in that. Because you know what they know, and they want what they want to know. Does that make sense?
Can I go back and fix it?
Well, after he saw the thing, did he watch the videos yet?
I don't know. It was yesterday that I sent it.
go back to them and, hey, you know what? Before, have you watched the video? Let's connect again. Let me help you answer the questions again. Now, again, everyone, you can sign up people by just doing it wrong too. How many of us have signed up people by just signing up people? Great. But are you going to duplicate that? No. Because what if that person can't get lucky like you? What if the other person can't get lucky like you? Does that make sense? We're building your business on skills, not on luck, okay? So, Flida, do you have a question? Did you have a question?
No, Peter, I was just agreeing with you.
Okay, great. Thank you. High five. Does anybody have a question? We have a few minutes. Unmute yourself if you have any questions on this. Anyone? Go ahead,
Peter,
Diane.
I don't have a question particularly on this, but because the new website came out and because we have the startx39now.com, and I know you said you're going to update the startx39.com, I'm still sending out the startx39now.com, not the like.
Be careful what we're letting into our head. And
There you go. Okay, go ahead, Diane. You can unmute yourself now.
Which website for the present time do you think we should be sending out? Because I know you just said you're going to update the startx39now.com.
The reason why I say send a now site, the startx39now.com, everyone, because I want you to brand yourself into the brand of the team. I want you to send them the website so they can see, oh my gosh, your team created that? Oh my gosh, there is more deeper testimonials, which is not on the personal site. Remember, if you scroll down and wait till our new site, you see, it is gonna flow like a presentation, okay? It is gonna be so simple, so clean, very nice, okay? To message that. And also the biz site is gonna match that very soon, okay? Everything's gonna flow like 333, PPP, whatever, everything's gonna flow. So thank you, Diane, for asking that because a lot of people resonate with that question. Maria Benson.
Hi, Peter.
Hi.
Thanks. I just had a call before this where I had a young man that just signed up, referred his mom, and he said, can you call her? So I called her, and she's 80 years old, osteoarthritis, and she just wants to try the patches because her son had such good results. But I did tell her, I just said, what have you heard about stem cells? And we did talk about that. And she said, she goes, I know they're so expensive. And she's a sharp lady. And she said, she goes, so I want to try them. But I told her, I really would like for you to look at the information before.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
I know what you're asking. So, Maria, when I train this, everyone, when I train this for you to, you know your database, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have your own discernment, Maria, you have your own discernment of who can see this, who not. If they're 82 years old, if they're 90 years old, and they're not computer savvy, if they don't, get things, then go ahead, Maria. You have everyone, you have my blessings to do it and send it out, okay, Maria? But if you're doing it from a business point of view, because when I talk to my network, I'm duplicating, okay? So I'm teaching you how to duplicate, but you have your own discernment on how you want to send it to the right people, the way that they can receive information, okay? Nothing is edge set in stone. But again, if you want to duplicate and you want to understand the psychology of this all, do it this way, okay? And learn it. But if you have an 82-year-old that cannot get on a website and does not have any technology, find whatever ways to get it to her, okay, Maria?
Yeah, well, she told me, she goes, oh, look at all the information. And he said she's sharp as a whip. But so, yeah. She'll look
Okay.
at it. We're gonna talk Monday, though.
We'll talk. Thank you, Maria.
Okay, thank
Cherie,
you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Cherie.
Peter, it's Sherry. If you've
Sherry.
got 6 people wearing patches and 5 of them have not watched anything yet, how do we rehabilitate people who are patching who haven't watched? So they don't just
Easy.
go off patches.
Hey, you know what? Linda, Joe, Larry, John, wherever. Hey, you know, I know. Thank you for trusting me. This is what I would say. Thank you for trusting me for taking this technology and using it. Let me. Would you be open to learn more about how this technology works outside from me? What you're doing is you're taking it back. Hey, thank you for trusting me for using this technology, because trust me, everyone, again, like I said, you can go through luck and skills, and because we're good people here, even if Kimberly, Kathy, if everybody would have called their friends, they would use it. If I call my friends, they would use it. But again, there's a difference of using it because they trust you, or there's a difference of valuing it after they use it. Now, Sherry, this is going to be the challenge. What if they only use it for 30 and 60 days and they never saw anything, and all of a sudden they got off the patches without telling you?
Yeah, that's my concern.
It happens all the time. If they don't know the value of what these patches do, if they don't see more in-depthness of other people using it outside of you, then they just think it's something else. So that's why we tell everyone, get them on a podcast, get them on a podcast. The moment you get someone on the podcast, your hands are off. The system will take over. If they're compelled to join the podcast, Sherry, every day now, without you, would it be making your life easier? Yes.
Yes.
So Kimberly, if you brought on 20 people on the podcast, and what if 10 of them like it? And what if you never have to remind all 10 of them to get on the podcast because they love the 3-3-3 system? Do you understand now, everyone? You're constantly duplicating in the beginning stages, and Anya, Christy, a bunch of Kathy, Cheryl, all these new people that I'm coaching through this. Why am I holding your hands in the first 90 days to do this right? Because I don't want you to go 90 days later and reverse engineer, because you would have lost so many people in the beginning. So if they like it in the beginning, the right way, every 90 days you should be growing. Constantly, you should be growing, okay? So, oh my God, where did the time go? Man, just look at this, everyone. Just on one topic, on just the beginning stages, we can talk an hour about this. But I'd rather spend a full hour getting into your mindset, okay? Just like a bodybuilder, like a trainer. A trainer won't work with you if I don't know what your diet, your sleep, your nutrition, and your bad habits are. Same thing here. I cannot guide to your success if I know you're not doing the 3-3-3, if I know you're not peaking and pre-qualifying. And look at Jenny, perfect example. You're constantly learning, Jenny, right? Through your mistakes. So you have a question, Jenny? And then I'm gonna ask Maureen, and then we're good to go.
I sold to one person who would refuse to watch even the 1-minute video, and I will never do it again. I refuse to sell or get the patches to anybody who does not understand the technology, because then they come back and say in a month, it didn't work. And once they the wife watched it, the husband refused. And now I'm getting the husband saying it doesn't work. So I will never, ever, ever sell to anybody who does not at least attend a podcast and the 1-minute and 3-minute video. That's 24 minutes with the 18-minute video, or 34 minutes of their life. I mean, it's really that simple. I won't do it.
And Jenny, you're setting behaviors and boundaries. Set that boundary today. I give you all permission to have boundaries, okay? let me ask you this last question before I go to Maureen. What if your doctor straight up said, you go to the doctor, you get a physical, he finds out you have diabetes, high blood pressure, What if he says, Jenny, you gotta watch this video, this video, this video before the pharmacist prescribes you a drug? Don't you have to watch it then? Wouldn't it be scary if a doctor asked you to watch a 30-minute video on that drug? Because you know you're never gonna take that drug if you watch what it does, right? But over here, isn't it wonderful? What if this thing is so powerful and so good, when they watch it, they get so excited because they don't even care about you no more. They're like, thank you, Jenny. I got it. I want this. How do I get it? You want to get to the point, by the time you get to packages, I want this. I don't care how much it costs. Send it to me. Customize it for me. You are my friend now. Thank you. Save you. Thank you. Get it? That's what we want. Maureen, go ahead.
Thank you, Peter. I wanted to make a suggestion. When I started, can you hear me okay?
No, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's the microphone or. No.
Okay.
Sorry, Maureen. I cannot. I cannot break it down what you're saying. Why don't you do this? No, I can't. Okay. Sorry, Maureen, but reach out to me here. Take down my phone number and text me, Maureen. Take down my phone number. 714-878-9456. That is my personal number, everybody. If you have any questions, bombard me, okay? I will text you back. So, everybody, again, thank you so much for joining me today. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much for joining the gym today. I know we took a full hour on this, but again, I want to make sure by the time our new website comes out, by the time our new biz site comes out, and you already know the company's website is out, all these are just tools, but you are the front tool. You are the beginning stages of what your person needs to see and hear. So I'm gonna make sure that this whole organization is empowered, because we're going to stand out so differently. This team is the best team in the entire Lifewave, everybody. Jan knows, we did not get to this level by being a hoorah-rah, hero-roll type of team, okay? We teach skills, we train on skills, and we want to make sure by the time you graduate here, you're really gonna help people out there and change this industry. So I love you all. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you on Monday for new testimonials. This is the second week, so we still got 2 more weeks in March. Apply what you learn what you apply, and go have some fun, okay? Let's go make new friends. Happy Saturday, everybody. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peter.